This is the Hair of the Dog podcast with myself, Joshua. We have Michael.
How's it going, guys?
And we have Shane.
Don Draper. Pleasure.
This is for the week of Monday, August 25th, 2014.
All right, you guys ready?
I think we are.
All right.
Oh,
Hey.
we have sound effects now?
We do have sound effects.
Oh, wow.
Live sound effects,
Live
my
sound
bad.
effects, yes.
That Pepsi tastes good.
All right, good. I didn't know Pepsi's had beer caps.
So,
They totally do.
are we doing our segment? What are we going to do here? What we got for our listeners? It's been about a week, right?
Jesus.
It's been exactly
Dog
1 week.
Bite news. What do you guys got? Anything good?
I think you got all
Isn't that the
news, my friend.
Isn't that the news that really bites you where it hurts?
Oh, yes.
Bites you
Yeah.
right in the ass.
Dog bite news.
So, I was just hanging out on the World Wide Web, and I found this cool, awesome picture that I'm going to put on the Hair of the Dog page by the time you hear this. But in Alabama, they just caught an alligator that weighs over 1,000 pounds.
Over 9,000.
About 1,000.
Look at this thing's tail.
The thing is massive.
The thing's tail is bigger than half the family next
Where
to
did they
it.
catch it? Like, what happened?
Alabama.
Yeah, I know that. But what part of Alabama? Like in a swamp? Like some dude's soup kitchen? Like where did they catch it?
I couldn't tell you,
He was
Shane.
getting a haircut?
Shane, I couldn't tell you, but I'm very saddened to hear that they put it down.
Why did they put
They
it
killed
down?
it. They should put a tie on that thing, put it in a theme park.
I'm
that'd
pretty
be pretty
sure
cool.
that
Make it like
if-
King Kong, you know?
I'm pretty sure if I ran up against a 1,000-pound fucking alligator, I'd probably try to kill it.
I
There was,
probably would kill it because
There was also a YouTube video this week. I'm not sure what southern state it was, but like somehow there was like a shark that somebody put in like a swamp river, and an alligator approached the shark and killed it.
Nice.
that's pretty intense.
It was pretty badass.
That's like a Discovery Channel show. Or what was that Sharknado that was on last week?
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys were there for the shit show of the Sharkcast, that was pretty sweet.
But,
I hope you guys listen to that.
It just reminded me because when
Throwing that out there.
I used to live in Orlando, I would go to like Daytona all the time where my grandfather lived, and like I would always see alligators, especially where I lived in Orlando, because like there would be little golf courses and stuff, and there would be tiny little alligators in ponds, and like all these parents would come out and call the police, and they would capture them or just. And it seemed like every day, if you're driving around town, you would always see at least one woman standing
Well,
up.
obviously that one never got captured.
And like, yeah.
Obviously, yes.
He's eating neighborhood dogs.
It looks like he was eating people for more protein,
Yeah,
personally.
yeah.
But, yeah, and like, they're awesome alligators.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's like a dinosaur status, man.
Oh, that's funny that you say that, because I was reading the thread that I was in, and this people's random remarks, it's kind of like Reddit, but I was on NeoGaf, and somebody's like, that's no alligator, that's a fucking dinosaur.
It
Yeah,
definitely
that does
is.
belong somewhere intense. So, what else we got? What else we got for the dog bite? It's been a long week.
It has been a long week.
It
You
has.
know,
A very, very long week,
Yeah,
Shane.
very long week for me.
did you guys all do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yes, I did.
I did too.
I actually have something to say about this real fast. I am so sick of people making their own videos like, oh, I'm about to do it, and then they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna donate $100 instead. It's like, you could do both.
That's
like,
true.
This one girl was like, you all do it for the attention. I'm like, yeah, you're in a pink bikini, not dumping water on yourself and bitching about it, that you're gonna donate $100 because you're a good
Dude,
person.
I'm-
That's not attention? Jesus.
I'm in a suit about to get waterboarded for the ALS challenge. We're gonna post it on the page so you guys can see it. It's totally for attention, man.
Well,
Oh, it definitely
Let's
is.
just be honest here. It's funny though. I mean, Mike
It
had a
is
great
funny.
one. Mike had a great one.
yeah, mine was pretty good.
It had a great one.
But,
oh, hey, I didn't see you there, everybody.
But yeah, it's funny you say that though, Josh. And the thing that really grinds my gears, you know, is like just people posting these statuses on Facebook, and they're like, the ALS Bucket Challenge is evil. They should research more about the disease. It shouldn't be a joke or a game. First of all, this ALS challenge was started by people who had the disease, and they're so thankful that it happened because it has raised millions of dollars, and their donations for the charity has risen over
think it's actually close-
6,000%.
I think it's actually close to
It's
15 million.
22.
Oh, it's
I think,
22?
actually, and it was actually started by a this one kid that actually had a friend that had ALS, and he started that. He was in some weird suit or whatever, but he started it and just went on with it.
Oh yeah.
And actually, yes, that's what I remember. There's a post I actually saw of why they do the ice bucket challenge is because when you dump cold water on you, you get that burst of like nerves going, holy shit. That's what it's like.
Oh, so there's actually like a smart, intelligent
It's relative
thing.
to ALS.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
So it's
I
not
didn't know
just
that.
it's not just you jump water on. You're like,
See, we're all learning here.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience here
We're
at the
all
Hair of the
learning.
Dog.
Yes,
Here at the Hair of the Dog, we're all learning. By the way, I think we just recorded our first segment of bartending with the dog.
We have.
That was pretty cool.
Yes, we will actually post it up later on the page.
There's
but
a reason
we
why I
actually,
said I'm Don Draper today.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pleasure
You
to meet
shall
you.
see why.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dog Bite News. What else we got?
It was a few days ago. I saw this article online. Police said a man rolls around laughing in victim's blood after brutal domestic assault.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. That
That's-
happened nearby here, didn't it?
That was very close.
Yeah, it was
Syracuse,
local.
Syracuse,
Yeah. They have a photo of the guy and everything. I'm not going to give any names or anything, but yeah, he assaulted a woman and rolled around in her blood after, and that's just
Laughing and
that is pathetic, evil behavior.
that is pretty. Yeah, I would call that evil behavior, Mike. I would say that's very evil behavior. I
Well, maybe
agree.
it's like that woman.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's like that woman.
But yeah, they got him, and that reminds me. Sorry, Josh. They also caught the War Machine who assaulted that.
They caught him?
star. They got him.
Did they really?
Cheers.
They captured the War
Cheers.
Machine.
Cheers. They got the War Machine. Did Dog get him or did somebody else get him? Because I know Dog the Bounty Hunter was after him.
I heard about that too, but
gets everybody.
I'm not really sure to be honest.
Dog
Yeah.
is intense, man.
All right, Josh.
Pretty awesome.
What were you saying? You got something?
It's totally gone now. But go ahead.
Okay. But yeah,
Great news, right here, the Dog Bite.
here at the Dog Bite News. So,
Yeah, so do we have anything else or
well, I wanted to ask you guys.
is it the end of our segment?
I saw this article, and it's a simple question, but
Okay.
it can bring forth years of argumenting and discussion.
Dun, 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 dun,
Pizza
dun, dun,
or
dun,
hamburgers?
dun, 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 dun,
Go.
dun, dun.
Can I have
Both.
can I have a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger pizza.
How about
Yeah, cheeseburger is allowed.
any
Pizza.
any variation of a burger?
What's
then?
better, pizza or burger?
Pizza, obviously.
Why so?
Actually,
How so? I mean,
how about a cheeseburger pizza?
Yeah.
I've heard of that. A lot of protein,
I
but
just said that. So yeah.
what if that
we're
didn't
in
exist?
agreement here.
What if the
It's both.
technology wasn't there? Stop the science.
We have the technology. The
We do.
cheeseburger pizza is totally doable. I've
They
had
probably
it before.
had-
It's awesome.
They probably had that before actual cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and I think you could actually.
Okay.
I think you could actually do more with a pizza than a burger. Honestly.
Oh,
That's my
obviously.
opinion.
well,
Yes.
one of the things
It's
that
more universal. You can make whatever you want. You see breakfast pizzas. You got broccoli and cheese pizzas. You got mushroom pizzas. I could go on a day about pizza. I love pizza.
pizza is good.
They even have like pineapple and a ham. The Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Well, one of the things I noticed, obviously,
I
your
agree.
pizza or hamburger / cheeseburger
Pizza
/
expresses
baconator
your
or whatever,
personality.
it's always not going to be in pristine mint condition.
Correct.
So, I've had cold pizza, old pizza. It's still pizza. You can't do that with a good burger because I'd rather have old pizza than an old burger.
I think we're in agreement on that.
And that's
Yeah.
We
that's
got a group consensus.
we usually don't agree on stuff like that, but
No.
yeah.
as a
I think-
collective effort, pizza is greater than burger.
Yeah.
Yes, but I tell you what, a good American burger.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you always want to try to have the perfect
that
burger.
little bit of
You always
char,
want another one.
that little bit of char and the red on the inside
Perfect.
blows it away.
Good. Very
Speaking of
very good.
Speaking of group consensus, we got to give a shout out to Shawnee. He's not here this week.
Yeah.
He wasn't available to do this cast with us, but he totally let us borrow all the equipment for it, and we're doing it just us three. I hope you guys are liking it. I think
Yeah,
I think we're doing.
I'm filling in for Techie, so I hope
doing-
I'm doing pretty well
Yeah,
tonight so far.
oh yeah, we got to go over the new rule too of the broadcast. We had a little technical difficulties over the weekend, and we almost lost the Sharkcast completely. You guys would have never gotten that.
Yeah,
I don't know how
without
thankful you
Sean,
are, but-
actually, because the computer took a dump. I mean, I turned it on and it was like, oh, it's restored settings, blah blah blah, to this date, and I'm like, that's not good. So I was looking through, and I called Sean. I'm like, dude, we're screwed. He's like, I got it on my USB drive. We're fine. So
Mike, what's your password?
yeah, I was asking everybody, like, oh my god, what's your passwords?
It was a episode. It was frantic texting on the Facebook Messenger app, which is
It was a shit show, but it was still good.
And as a result, I am no longer allowed to touch the electronics.
Yes.
All right.
That's me, Shane, and I'm the time traveler. I'm not
Sean
from
and
the
I are definitely the techies. Mike and Shane can keep drinking and dog.
I'm pretty good with technology
Pepsi,
as well, actually.
Pepsi.
Peps. That's why I didn't say what you were drinking.
Well, I have to clarify
Okay.
for our listeners. So, last week after the Sharkcast, we had quite the week.
It was more of a battle royale to ourselves.
It was pretty bad. I actually wanted to start off the cat because we were gonna record, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah.
But we didn't end up doing it, and it was terrible. I personally had to take a hiatus for a couple of days. I wasn't around, and we're just getting to the cast. It's Friday night.
Let's just say the first 3 days for me was pretty sluggish, slow, and I didn't want to live for a while.
We basically lived at your house for a good week.
You did.
Good week.
I went to work. I came back at lunch. They're still passed out at my house. I'm like, you guys gonna pay rent anytime soon?
And, yeah, it was a pretty intense week, and I had to take a hiatus for a little while. I haven't been posting on the website, but it was a very intense week.
Yes. So if you think we're slacking, we are.
Yeah, we're totally.
We totally are.
We had a nice poker night though. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi came over.
I missed that. How was that?
It was all right. Pretty good.
We'll have Yoshi on as a guest pretty soon.
Yes.
I want to have him on.
I haven't seen him in a while. He's a good kid.
He's a good guy.
And actually, tonight we don't have a guest. Surprisingly,
we're doing this solo, man. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We are doing it live.
We hope you guys like it. I think we're doing good.
I hope so.
Pretty good.
I think we're doing good.
And you guys take it while I fill up Shane's drink.
Okay.
Nice.
All right,
old
so
fashioned for you.
All right, so Shane, you were saying, how was your week? You had a good week?
I was relaxing. You know, it was like I said, it was rough. So I took a couple days hiatus just to get my stuff together, and
okay,
it was well worth it. I pulled a lot of hours of work. I'm starting to do more hours, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Speaking of work, I was at work today, right? And you know how it's fall.
Oh, me too. But anyways,
you know how it's fall.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's
No, it's still technically summer.
It definitely is, but the fair's here. It's over.
Yeah.
Once the fair's here, summer's over.
We should talk about the fair soon too.
I will.
We have
it's
some.
fall, and dude, I'm seeing all over the place. I work at a store. I'm not going to mention the name, but I see all over the place these, like, when fall comes around, they sell basically like spray painted weeds in the store. Like they're spray painted like orange and brown, and they're supposed to smell like potpourri.
A lot of market value. Like a lot of people buy that.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of working parts.
Like, like women buy this shit and they like hang it on their wall at home. Like, oh, it's fall, and, you know, it's really seasonal and very nice. And
honey, I'm home.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I took these down a couple months ago.
I don't get it. It's just like spray painted weeds, and like, how do they talk people into buying these? Like spending $10 on like a bouquet of.
They
like,
put them
weeds?
indoors, correct? Like,
Yeah,
next to,
or they put them like out on their porch or something like that.
They also put
doesn't make any sense to me.
little sparkles on it, like it's so pretty.
Like, how could we make?
Do they water these spray painted weeds?
No, it's all dry as hell. It's dead for.
Oh, so it's a
months.
fire hazard.
Like,
perfect.
Yes, with paint on it.
I just think some greedy bastard was out there and it was just like, how can I make you buy my weeds? Money, oh, the money.
Yes.
And he's like, well, they smell like shit. You want to buy them now? Buy this fucking scarecrow. But yeah, it's not officially fall day. But I thought I'd drop that because that's weighing on my mind. You know.
Yes.
And yeah, what else? What else is up? We got the fair. Fair came to town this.
Actually, yeah. I was actually there today.
Yeah,
About 7 hours.
Yeah, I picked you up.
That I'll never get back.
Yeah.
But, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot better last year so far.
Well, they have the new not owners, but the new people that come in. They have a 10-year contract with them now.
Okay, yeah, because
So-
it was a little bit more organized. There was a lot more beer stands from last year.
Yeah, the guys before that had it for like 70 years just falling apart.
Yeah, I went on like 5 or 6 of the thrill rides where they throw you around, where they have that chest belt thing over you, and they spin you around upside down.
Did you go on the world's second largest roller coaster, portable roller coaster there?
There's a second largest roller coaster in the world.
Second largest portable roller coaster that's there.
Oh.
I'm not really sure. I went on the things where it's like it looks like a big hammer, but it spins you around and around.
It spins and like,
upside down and stuff. I went on that. I went on the I think it's like the Angry Mouse or whatever. It's there every year. But,
The Angry Mouse.
It's not that the spinning or whatever that scares you. It's just that you feel like that this thing was built in the 50s and it's just gonna slide off. But yeah, the rides weren't bad, and obviously you see a bunch of out-of-town creatures at statewide events like this. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun. I went there with my sister and a couple of her friends.
Dude, I got something special for you tonight.
And I'm
Angry
probably
Mouse.
I'm probably gonna try to go again because Journey is going there this year. So.
Yes, I want to see that so bad.
Don't stop believing.
Aren't they there every year though?
Probably.
Yeah, they totally are. They were there last year.
Hey-o!
I think.
I think everybody just gets too drunk and inebriated and just forgets that they were there the last year. Oh, dude, I've never seen them before.
But other than that, I believe the 30th of this month, I'm doing a charity run, and there's a few other charity cancer runs that are going to go on in the next 2 months. So I'll try to get the info for that and get it to you guys. It's for a good cause, obviously. So
I actually.
and they're fun too. It's probably
Yes.
only like a 5 or 10K.
I have a.
Oh, is that the Light the Night?
There's a few, yeah. Light the
we should
Night.
definitely talk about
Yeah.
Light the Night.
Yeah, Brooke and her friends are doing Light the Night.
Yeah,
For her family member and everything. Should
yeah.
be great.
We should give them some information about it. But yeah, the Light the Night is happening in Syracuse. It's downtown on September 18th, I believe, right?
I'm not really sure exactly, but
I think it's September 18th that they're doing it. It starts at around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and they actually run around at night, and it's for a really good cause. It's for her brother who actually has leukemia.
Okay, and lymphoma too, correct?
I think so.
The charity runs for that too, yeah.
And it's really great. Tons of people always come out. I think we're going to be going out.
Definitely.
We're going to send some
so,
footage
yeah.
through.
I'll run. Yeah.
We're actually doing good causes here at the Hair of the Dog now.
Yeah.
We're
Yep,
moving up in the
yep.
world, right?
I
Alrighty.
hope so. I actually have a story for you guys.
What's that?
Take it
I was on
away.
Enlighten me.
I was on the Huffington Post, and this kind of caught me by surprise. The title is "Black Woman Calling Taylor Swift's New Video Really Troubling." And I'm like, okay, so I'm definitely intrigued. The article reads: Taylor Swift got herself into some hot water with the music video for her new single, in quotations, "Shake It Off." The clip features Taylor Swift trying and failing to fit in with a number of subcultures, including that of ballerinas and breakdancers, but the scenes causing an uproar are the ones which Swift crawls between the legs of a line of twerking dancers. The clip has spurred a negative reaction from commentators, including Odd Future's Earl Sweatshirt, whatever that is, who expressed his displeasure by tweeting that the video is, in quotations, perpetuating black stereotypes to the same demographic of white girls who hide their prejudice by proclaiming their love of the culture. And go.
Okay.
What? Wait,
know.
Wait, what?
So basically, she is crawling under black stereotypical women that are twerking, and he's saying basically that not all black women twerk.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a skill set that other people might not have.
Well, I'm just
Some people have it, some people... I don't know how to twerk, so I don't know. I don't
I'm
really
gonna
have
go out
an
on a
info.
limb here.
I mean, I know
and,
I know how to. I just will never.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that not all of us are Taylor Swift fans. So,
I don't like T Swift.
and I'm proud.
And I actually sang a little bit of Taylor Swift last podcast. How was that?
I think we did.
Nailed it.
T Swift.
Nailed it. Good job. Good job, Mike.
Yes.
All
Great
right.
job.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do some ads now. We have one ad. Yeah, we're gonna
maybe
we're
two.
Gonna, we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have more pretty soon, right?
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, we'll start this thing. Have a special event, wedding, birthday, graduation, maybe even a 50-year anniversary. Capture memories in timeless photography with Brooke Klusky and Josh Wells Photography. I'm really serious about these guys, man. We did them advertised for them last week. We're gonna keep doing it because these guys, they did our photos. Turned out
They're amazing.
Phenomenal.
man. They're still getting likes on Facebook, all the social media, and
And I
They
think
did
we said it
awesome.
last time. There's people actually ordering pictures that we have no idea who the fuck they are, and they're like, "It looks like the '50s. We need it as a poster."
we're gonna be in people's houses and they don't even know who we are.
We don't
Album
even know
art.
who they
Awesome.
are.
Yeah. How awesome is that?
That's amazing. I'm very, very excited about that.
So yes, visit K&W Photography on Facebook today, or contact us for the link. We can always supply that link. We're in constant contact with them, and yeah, they're very professional, very awesome people.
Yes.
Actually, tomorrow, what?
Actually, yeah, we're actually gonna link up with Brooke and Josh Wells again because they invited us to this awesome show. It's in Utica, New York. It's called Core by the Shore.
I'm actually very excited because
yeah.
I just listen to straight metal. So
And
this is
yeah,
awesome.
and it's actually going on right now, but it's gonna be again tomorrow. And yeah, there's a lot of cool bands going there. Some of them are Smoke and Mirrors, Let the River Swell, Hand of Zeus, Brick Wall. Like a lot of these newer bands that have a lot of potential. So we're gonna try to interview some of those guys. We're gonna record a lot of the good stuff that we see tomorrow,
And next week's podcast is actually going to be a video cast.
Video
Yes,
cast.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a video cast. It's gonna be a compilation of videos.
It's the future.
But yeah,
Future.
it should be a great time.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. My car is like packed with stuff, and we're actually.
Yeah, it should be some good rock, maybe some metal, some screamo. You know, it should be great.
If any of you have the flyer for it or have seen it,
If you look down the bottom right, there's a little snippet you might see.
little-
Yeah, we are on their
picture.
flyers. I
Yes,
guess,
you
for
might,
the core
you
by
might
the shore.
recognize us
who
there.
are those
Yes.
fancily dressed men on the flyer? Oh, wow. Okay, we have a flyer now.
Yes.
With segments and flyers. Wow.
I have another little bit of news.
Okay, take it
us.
away.
For the people that know cars, there
Oh,
has
yeah.
been the Hellcat. It's a Dodge Challenger. It's a supercharged Dodge Challenger. It's got the highest horsepower rating of a modern stock car.
Is
that
this
you
the
can
V10
buy.
thing you were talking
Nope,
about?
not
That's
yet.
not yet. Okay.
Almost there.
Interesting.
Don't ruin my shit.
Ruining the ruining the story.
It's called the Hellcat. It has about 707 horsepower, which actually rumors are saying that it has more than what they claim. But it's the Dodge Challenger. It's just strictly race driven, and they had like a time of like 10:58, 124. Current driver have yet to even get there. So I mean, they're speculating on it like, well, they're kind of lying about the time, but it could be possible. Blah blah blah. I was reading on an article today called the Hell Snake.
That's the V10.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the V10 Viper with a supercharged. It's a rumor. I'm not confirming or denying, but it is a rumor, and that thing is going to be fast. I mean, we all know that the Viper is way overpowered, way over-torqued. It's just a ridiculous machine that's just like... It's
Actually,
a V10 with a supercharger.
It's a war machine.
Actually, you know what I heard about that? True story. I heard that they actually took the 1,000-pound alligator and they put it underneath the hood of this car.
I think you may be right.
He's actually running on like a little treadmill, and it's like
See, they didn't kill it.
Got a little donut in front of him. You know, he's chasing it.
And then the 1,000-pound alligator, we're going to bring him back to life, and he will be a guest for next week's
Yes,
episode.
yes. And
He's got some tips for your garden. You know?
Yeah. For an idea of what engine upgrades and force induction can do to the Viper's 8.4 liter V10, look no further than the Hennessy's 1,120 horsepower Venom 1,000 twin turbo upgrade.
Oh,
Jesus! But
That's what Bill Burr would say,
Yes.
the comedian. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus!
now
Jesus.
Ford is answering back. I'm not sure what this is.
Oh, Jesus! Oh,
This
Jesus!
is another rumor.
Okay.
Chevy's still building. I promise you,
We
Chevy's
got like
still
an
building.
American car. We got like an American car build off, like an arms race.
It's like the
Fuck yeah.
it's
That's
the
pretty
muscle car
intense.
war. It's the muscle like when the frickin' Ford Mustang came out, like the new style, like it looked like the old ones.
Yeah.
Dodge Challenger came out, Chevy Camaro came back,
Oh, yeah. Good
and
point.
it was retro styled to the old ones. But the new Mustang that might be coming out, it is a rumor, it's going to have 777 horsepower.
So that's roughly 800 horses online about to fucking kill some shit. Just
Basically.
striking with the cavalry.
Kill
All I can say
everything.
is I'm pretty excited about this.
Onward!
rivalry. I'm pretty excited about this rivalry, and I cannot wait till Chevy answers the call.
I was gonna ask you because I know you're like a car guy and everything. How do they actually like test or judge the number of horsepower that a?
From factory, they do flywheel horsepower, and then dynos. You know what dynos are? You put the car on this thing that rates.
Yep.
Dynamometer for the fucking weird
Okay.
guys out there. That's wheel horsepower. So when you take an engine and you do an engine test, it's an engine dyno, you get flywheel horsepower. So it's straight motor power. There's like this much fucking no space, so it's just straight power from the motor. You put it through a driveline and wheels, it's going to drop down a little bit.
Okay.
So anything they say is flywheel horsepower. It's not the actual wheel horsepower
So
you're going to get.
will it be higher or lower?
If they say it's 707 horsepower, it's going to be probably 650 to 680 wheel horsepower.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm not sure on the ratio of less or more or whatever, but it's definitely a big drop.
All right, just from a hunch from your expertise, what would you say mine or Shane's car is in terms of horsepower?
Well, Kevin,
Oh yes, my old
your
car, Kevin.
Plymouth Voyager.
How does Kevin compete?
I don't know, those fucking rust holes are fucking aerodynamic.
Oh, I
as hell.
spray
That
paint it
makes
every
It
year.
makes the wind move through it instead
That's
of
what I'm
around
saying.
it,
You have cold air induction now.
It's like Swiss cheese.
I'm probably gonna give a guess of like maybe 80 horsepower.
Fuck yeah, that's 80.
What
that's
about-
80 stallions backing me up, man. Hell yeah.
Now for Shane's Toyota, what is
Solera.
it? Solera
Yeah.
V6 edition.
It's a V6.
I'm gonna give it 150 to 180.
My car could totally whoop your ass in a race.
But I'll tell you what.
Hey, mine has character and years of not being an
Sure.
attractive. I just,
My car.
Oh yeah, my car doesn't have rotors,
Well,
Okay.
it does.
so
but
it
they're
doesn't
crap.
stop.
Okay.
My car, the 07 Grand Prix GXP, flywheel horsepower of 303.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye. It's for people who don't know what that is. It's actually
Mine can seat more passengers.
little more. It's a little more rare than the regular Grand Prix you see around. Different,
Just a little
body upgrades. It has a 5.3 liter V8. Yes, and people have dubbed it the Mustang Killer. I've heard that from like 10 different people. Like, oh yeah, those are like Mustang Killers, and you know what? Fucking
I know
right they are.
Usually only women do it. They name their cars like Marshmallow or like Blueberry, whatever the fuck.
You named yours Kevin.
Yeah, go get fucking Kevin. No, fucking Kevin's fucked up right now, dude. Kevin is fucked up and needs a new serpentine belt. Anyway, so
Actually, mine's name is Beatrice.
you named her? Okay.
My
I
Toyota
have
is,
yet
her name
to
is
find it.
Beatrice.
My 2000 Monty I had.
She's old, but she's beautiful.
Yes. My 2000 Monty I had, I loved the thing to death. It was the LS version, base model, 3.4,
I remember it.
60-degree V6.
Oh, yeah.
Put so much money into her.
We had a lot of fun there.
And I actually first named her Christine, but yeah, I
Christine,
can't do that. It's
16.
not an old Chrysler from the movie.
So,
So I actually took a picture of her at a big car meeting shoot I did, and I looked at it, I'm like, God, it looks like a bird. Just from the angle of the front end I did, so I named it Raven, because it was black and mysterious.
okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, if my car was attractive, I'd give it a female name too, but I like Kevin because, like, Kevin knows he's not, like, the...
Run of the mill. He's
You know,
more
he's-
run of the mill.
Let's be realistic here, Kevin. He's there for me, I'm there for him,
This car does look like a Kevin.
Okay, Kevin.
I actually have a video I took while you were in your house. I was sitting there and I'm like, over here we have a Plymouth Voyager, and then over here we have a Chrysler Town and Country, and then over here we have a Dodge Grand Caravan. Apparently this family really likes these taillights. Then I looked a little at the Plymouth and I'm like, well, his taillights are upside down. The fuck are you doing, Plymouth? Why you gotta be different?
Go home, Plymouth.
Well, that's like,
Yes.
well, it has its perks though. Like, you never get pulled over driving that because they're like, oh, he probably has 3 kids. You know, just like.
Or just a really
Whereas
shitty job.
if you drive a sports car, you'd probably get pulled over all the time. He's like, oh, he's
I'm so
rich,
nervous
you know,
with the
like,
headlight covers I have. So nervous when you get pulled over.
Oh, the black ones? Yeah, those are nice.
They're not legal. So I got to keep my fogs and my running lamps on at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
But yeah.
You know, minivans versus GXPs, and, you know.
Winner!
I would put my
Chicken
money...
dinner!
I would just say that I would put my money in for Kevin any day.
He's a good guy.
Kevin's got
You've
heart.
all bet in him before.
I have put my key and turned him
Yes.
on too.
Like, for the record, Josh has been inside Kevin. The
I don't like
vehicle. The vehicle.
I don't
Kevin.
like public.
Kevin's like the slow guy at the race that you just...
You
everybody...
wanna hang out with him at least for a little
Everybody
while
wants to
before
cheer
you take
him on.
off.
It's like, hey, Kevin, what's going
Hey,
on? Oh,
Kevin.
you ran a 20-second. Ma, I gotta go!
Ladies!
Holy crap.
Kevin's here!
All right, bring it in. Cheers.
Oh, yes.
This Coca-Cola is delicious.
Milk was a bad choice. Jesus. What else do we have to talk about, boys? What have we been doing this week? What have we? You already talked about what we've been doing this week.
This week, actually been doing pretty hard work at work. Actually, today was really terrible, but
Tell us
Alright.
about your terrible
I kind
day.
of forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, yeah, I did this Jeep Liberty that, oh my god, smelled like mothballs and old guy. It was terrible. This man is 92 years old that owns this. And
Nice.
it's
Okay.
just trash.
Perfect.
But it was hitting the rocker, back door, fixed it, blah, 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 blah. It took 2 weeks to do it. Got that done. Other cars I've done. Chrysler 300 today that had like 22s on it, like looked like Viper wheels. Burp.
It's like one of the newer Chrysler 300s or one of
No,
the
the
old
older ones, but
Yeah.
it's sweet looking.
Yeah.
We did a lot of work to it, actually a couple years ago. And he came back because his girlfriend backed up into his grill, so we had to put a new one on it for him.
Perfect.
Yes. It's basically badged to be a SRT 300, but it's only got the V6. Don't let him fool you.
Ladies.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot of fucking collision work. Like we got a Honda that's wrecked, we're pulling. We got this stupid Malibu that won't start right. That's a front end wreck. We got so much scrap for that dude. He's gonna come in with a 30-foot boner, like
Really?
for all the scrap. Yeah, we have a lot of scrap to give away.
All right, if I scrap my car, what do you think I can get? Like 50, 60 bucks?
$300.
Okay.
You scrap a vehicle without the tires, you get about
Dude, if I can get $500 for my Grand Prix that I turned in like 3 years ago, you could definitely get $500 for Kevin. Kevin's got heart. We already made that official.
Yeah, but salesmen look at heart like diabetes. So we'll leave that at that.
Based off the metals and plastic, or is it based off the size, or?
Could we
I'll
get?
tell you what.
Could we get a body kit for Kevin? That's what we're trying
That's
to.
not
ask.
going to make it better.
Why can't you give a van neon lighting?
No, we want a body kit. We want to lower it. We actually want to put like a front end grill on it with some.
Anyway,
Actually,
we're
can I-
really done
is there-
talking about Kevin here.
Okay. Actually, thank you, Josh.
If you ever wanted to scrap a car, the best way to do it is go overboard as fuck to get all the plastic and all the fucking plastic, nylon, cloth, everything out of it. Just leave it as straight metal.
But yeah, it's not really related at all. But I was just looking
Well,
up.
we'll switch off. we talked way too much
Right,
about my
so
car
like
stuff,
when you're talking
so-
about cars, I know you're the car man. You know, the car is hanging out with Kevin.
The car master.
I was actually on mirror.com or .org or whatever, and they just post random stories all the time,
Yeah.
and most of them are true actually. But yeah, this article, I think it was from England, but I'm not positive. But a mother spiked her daughter with tapeworms so she could make her daughter lose weight before a beauty pageant.
Oh my god.
What are your first reactions to hearing that?
Weight loss.
She should be hung.
Yeah, I couldn't like.
It's pretty terrible.
Tapeworms is bad news. Like
Like-
people that have died from that stuff. Those-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's,
But goddamn, you could fit in that fucking dress.
you can rock that dress.
Oh man, and actually,
You might not be able to walk down the runway, but you can rock
Josh,
that
you
dress.
were here when we saw that video. A chef was he was cooking a snake or whatever because that's his specialty. He's, like,
Snake.
exotic animals and stuff like that.
Snake
So he was
cooker.
cooking a snake, but he got bit by that cobra and he died. But it's funny because that snake, they cut the snake's head off 20 minutes prior.
So it was
Snakes-
still.
so the snakes-
So the nerves were still active inside
Yeah,
its head.
Yes.
And the venom
So,
can still
yeah.
enter your body.
The snake's head was off for over 20 minutes, and it was still able to bite and infect and kill this man, sadly.
Well, I was
That's-
watching something on Discovery.
I think
about
I'd call that the hair of the dog right there.
That's legit.
That is hair of the dog.
I didn't know that could happen. Like, I knew that there would still be some, like, kind of like the chicken with the head
I
cut
think
off
it's
thing.
for about an hour.
I didn't-
Their nerves can still, because there was a video I watched.
I didn't know
on
they
YouTube.
could bite, though, and like, get
Oh,
the
yeah.
venomous...
There was a video
stuff
on
that they
YouTube
have,
I
yeah.
watched where this guy cut the head off a snake, and he sat there with a camcorder watching it for like I think 45 minutes. It actually bit itself. Its body. It was still moving. Everything was still moving.
That's nuts.
I want a snake when I move the fuck out of my parents' house.
I wouldn't announce that over the. You're living in your parents' house.
I'm only 18. My
Yeah.
balls haven't dropped yet.
Oh, yeah, God rest his soul.
Yes, absolutely.
You guys like cooking, too, though, right? You guys...
I'm fat, of course. I love cooking.
I've seen your
poor
Instagrams.
guy.
You guys like cooking.
I do. I Instagrammed a nice paella.
I actually
a while
might
back
make some
with a
good-
nice Maker's Mark 56. Oh, it was perfect pairing.
I don't mean to be so effing Irish, but I love cooking, like, potatoes. Salt potatoes, hash browns, home fried.
And guess what we're doing
Baked
tomorrow
potato
morning?
with some butter.
Tomorrow morning, I'm cooking some mean ass eggs. You can go get. We can get some potatoes. We're gonna have a good ass breakfast before we go to this court.
We gotta wake up at like 8.
I don't
wake
know
up
if
early.
that's realistic because the concert doesn't start until 6 p.m.
Yes, it was delayed. That's right.
Yes, you have to
So we
say
could
that.
probably sleep in, yeah.
Yeah, we can sleep in a little bit, but I do want to wake up in the AM. preferably in the AM. I do.
Yeah, I gotta stop home too.
I gotta start waking up anyways because I want to get back out in my workout routine. Oh, Jesus! You guys were there when I was Josh Kelly. I don't think you were around.
Hey, you were actually January time frame. You were pretty fucking big, dude.
In 3 months,
like you're still a good size, but like you were like bulking up for a little bit. It was pretty tight.
In 3 months, I gained a good 40, 50 pounds. I was heavy.
From all that fucking beer you're drinking.
It was it wasn't 40 or 50 pounds, but it looked very, very intense. I looked actually kind of intimidating for once in my life, and I was happy with it.
I think I'm gonna have to start drinking. Yeah, I think we do that already.
I think
working out with you.
Yeah, hey, if you want to go in. Actually, I do it every morning. Well, I did it every morning. As soon as I wake up, I have all my stuff right next to my bed. So I don't have any other option. I don't drive to a gym or anything. I don't like going to the gym unless I'm with other people.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's not necessary.
I mean,
if you have your own assets at your disposal.
Well, if I'm with other people, I like going to the gym. I just don't like going alone. It's just, I don't know. It's not like I'm intimidated.
Well, because you sit there and you go, yeah, treadmill, working out. And these other people are doing way better than me.
Wait. No, it's not even that. I just...
it wastes gas and you waste data on your phone and stuff, too, if you're just, like, yeah.
No, I mean, it's not even that. I just don't like going alone. I like other people around me to motivate me, too. I'm just not naturally a motivated person, I guess.
No, I hear you.
In that
I
respect.
definitely hear you.
Okay.
I did work out for a while. Yeah, and then I was like, this food's pretty fucking good.
Good food. I'd re-up every year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Chicken's always a little dry for me. But
old Joey D used to do that, and he was
tons of
milk.
milk.
My brother's a big dude. He's pretty strong, yeah.
Drink like half a gallon of milk every day. Get like 3,000, 4,000 calories.
I'll tell you what, back when Lance Armstrong was the shit with the bikes and stuff, he actually let out a secret that before his big day, to get energy for the whole day within carbs, he'd eat a huge pasta dinner the night before.
Okay.
Like,
that's what football players do.
Yes.
They tried to fuck him, by the way, for steroids.
No, I know.
But regardless, he's fucking awesome.
He would build all that carbs, get the carbs stored in his, his body, because he didn't have a lot of fat. So that extra carb would be there, and his body would be like, I'm going to eat that.
But yeah, that sounded somewhat familiar to you guys, right? Like, they only eat meats, fish, and protein during the week, but on weekends, they would load up on carbs.
Right. My buddy Dustin...
That's a way of doing it, but yeah. I never did it that way.
My buddy Dustin went on the Atkins diet. It's all meat, no carbs, all that. He lost like fucking 60, 70 pounds. He's skinny now. He was fat. He's
Atkins
skinny.
diet is legit, man.
It is.
Atkins
like
diet
everybody
is
says,
oh,
well, he probably got stronger though in terms of muscle and everything.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, it's not good for you. It's like, you know what? Guess what? If it works and you keep it, once you get to the point where you want to be and you level out where, I could eat fucking carbs here or there. As long as I don't be like, wow, this bag of chips is going to be gone in 20 minutes, As long as you don't do that, you're going to be fine.
Oh, they just came out with those Burger King chicken fries. You want to get the French fries, too, to go with the chicken fries. You have 2 types of fries. Yeah.
Plus, I need the barbecue sauce times 3. I need give me a stacker. Give me a double stacker at that.
Oh, see, I can't even eat fast food anymore.
After that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Hey, do I need to tell a story about the night that I bought like $25 worth of McDonald's?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now that you said it, you definitely
just make it quick, because last time...
I think I already did this on the first podcast.
You and Kaylee talked about it for like 25 minutes.
Just bring it up quick.
Just do it in like a minute or two.
Okay, so Kaylee and I, we were really drunk off Pepsi. And we decided to go to McDonald's because I always get hangry. That's hungry and angry at the same time.
Yes.
So we decided to go to McDonald's down the street. I went to McDonald's and I wanted a bag of fries. I didn't want anything else. I wanted a bag of fries. I ordered $17 worth of fries and like 3 McPatties or whatever the hell they call them.
McChicken?
And
McChicken?
That night I ate like 2 of them, but the next morning I went to work and I just felt like garbage. I don't even think it was from the Pepsi. But it was definitely from the McDonald's, and I'm never going there again. Unless it's for a McCafe. I'll buy their coffee. The coffee is all right. I'll take that. Same with Taco Bell. I had 2 other little.
Oh, I live there.
2 other. I love Taco Bell, but
yes.
Wait, Taco Bell has coffee? I thought they only had diarrhea and poison, but yeah.
No, I guess they're.
No, they actually put the diarrhea and the poison in tortillas.
Oh,
so it becomes a taco.
That's what the new quesarito is.
That explains everything.
It's like a transformer. It's not exactly. it's never what you think it is.
Here at the Hair of the Dog, we compare and contrast Transformers with Taco Bell.
It's more than meets the eye. More than meets the eye.
In a dirty microwave.
Is it called? It's frozen. Oh,
yes, we made a... Yeah, right before we started doing this podcast, we made a first edition of the bartending dog.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
and actually, we made that about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Right before the podcast started.
Yeah, if you guys want to learn how to make a real, well, an old-fashioned the way that I learned to make it. There's tons of different ways, but this is the way I learned to make it.
And you absolutely enjoy it, right?
I love it. I drink it religiously.
I'll tell you what, I'm not a big
but with
bourbon,
Pepsi, not with bourbon.
Right. Well, I'm not a big bourbon fan, but it was pretty good. Like, I'll tell you what, when I'm like halfway to 3 Sheets to the Wind, I love Jack Daniel shots. I love Jack Daniel.
It's
Anything
not bourbon,
JD's.
though.
I know, but
It's
JD's
not real
awesome.
bourbon.
But it just, the citrus and the cherry, it tastes good.
Yeah, it tops it all.
It's not just, bourbon, a little sugar.
Well, it's got a little bit of water in there too.
Correct.
But yeah,
But it balances
it out.
everything.
Well, the
is
water
balanced.
makes it simple sugar. That's the whole thing. The simple syrup is what binds with the actual alcohol.
Interesting.
So you're not supposed to taste the bitters at all. If you didn't put bitters in the drink, all you would taste is sugar and then bourbon. With this, when you combine them both together, the bitters is actually meant to combine things. It's like a mixing agent.
It's like a binder when I use paint stuff to bind certain paints.
It's like
together.
super glue.
Okay.
It's like super glue. When I put super glue on your toilet seat to like, get your ass like stuck to the toilet seat.
Yes, that's the binder.
Yeah, remember when I did
It
that?
binds your ass to the seat.
Yes, it's a binder, and when you drink it, you can taste every single taste, and it's all layered. It all goes straight through like a nice flow.
Nice.
It's fucking beautiful, and bartending is actually an art. I really want to learn it.
You were shaking that fucking shaker pretty well. I
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
bartender.
you never lose
No.
eye contact. Never lose eye contact. Have
Never.
a confident shake. That's what it's all about, man.
Yo,
I'm telling you, if you don't know what you're doing, have straight eye contact and shake. Smile a little bit. Tell
all
them
right, Shane.
And think your
Tell
ass
'em.
off. Like, what should I be doing next?
You tell them what they're going to be drinking, because you know what? They're going to be drinking no matter what.
No matter what! I got a story for you guys real quick.
Do you
So
really?
you were talking about the chemical compositions of mixing alcohols, for mixed drinks especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
But and it reminded me, I read this thing online, and like I don't know if the science is actually, it probably is true, and it most likely is. I'm just rambling, but apparently, if you put warm water in an ice tray, it will freeze faster than cold water. How is that possible?
There's just
Run it! Give me everything you got.
okay. I've told my friends this a million times. They're like, "It's stupid. Cold water." No, it's
Really?
It's the shock.
Did they really talk like they were 90 years old?
Yeah, it's the cold water. Yeah, I need my cane. But
Hey there, Chuck.
And I said,
And,
wow, that's it.
But yeah, I told him, I'm like, because it's warm to cold so quick, it actually shocks the molecules. I'm not 100% on this, but in my mind, this is how it works.
Oh, as long as you're confident with the way you talk about it,
yeah.
it sounds like fact.
It's warm.
How does this work with the cold water challenge? Or the ice bucket?
No, Shane, let him finish. But yeah,
Fuck
apparently
are you talking?
No,
But anyways,
warm water freezes faster than cold water.
It
if you put it in the
does.
freezer.
Yes,
it
I know
does.
that.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
I just want to know how it works.
Say if you have really hot water, it also works when you wash your car in the winter. You use hot water, it's going to freeze faster.
Interesting.
It's the shock of the molecule. In my mind, it's the shock of the molecule going, holy shit, this is fucking freezing. It just, the way it freezes, it just happens quicker.
Okay.
Because it's the shock of so hot to so cold. And like,
So basically,
say like if you're in the shower and it's kind of warm out, it's kind of nice out, and you're just like, well, okay, put the water on. It's like, it's not freezing. But if it's fucking hotter than hell out and you turn it just on cold, or if it's colder than fuck out and you put it on hot, you're like, holy fuck.
Well,
Okay.
It's
that
that
depends.
shock.
That depends. Did I warm myself up beforehand?
No, you did not. You do that in the shower.
That's true.
all right. So basically, the warmer water molecules or whatever are like, holy shit, these guys are aggressive. I want to fit in. So they just
Basically.
So they try to cut the line. They try to get there as soon as possible. Okay, that makes sense.
Hold
yeah.
the line. What about when you make coffee, though? Because they say you should use cold water instead of hot water.
Because cold is going to hot. It's a shock.
And it warms up faster.
That's right. And we're going to cheers to this.
Cheers to that.
We're going to cheers to this.
This
and
is
here we
probably
go.
the most intelligent conversation we've had. Here.
Hey,
Really?
never stop the science.
Never stop. I think everybody's kind of learning stuff here.
I think we are.
And so, yeah, by the way, I wanted to talk more about the show that we're going to tomorrow because I really want to spotlight that.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Okay.
We already said we're excited, but I am overly excited about this thing. I think it's going to be awesome. it's all like local hardcore musicians and bands that really I'll be honest, I haven't heard much
of any of them.
about that. Yeah, I haven't heard of,
Well,
I haven't heard
it's
any
in
of them.
Utica and
But,
Utica. So
right.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a lot of people from Utica, but I haven't been to a show in years. But I haven't heard much of any of these bands. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? Did you guys? What kind of music did you guys grow up with? Because I didn't grow up with either of you. I went to a different school and stuff like that.
Right. Well, what I grew up with was first my brother would fucking rap all the time. More classic rock. Pink Floyd, Division Bell was like my dad's favorite cassette tape. Like it was the shit. And I fell in love with Pink Floyd. Got into classic rock. Got into modern rock, mainstream rock. And then I listened to System of a Down. I'm like, this hard shit's pretty kind of cool. And it's not really that hard, but when I was into it, that was pretty hard. And then, years go by, and I was fucking at a Casey Estrane show that had Terror at it. And I was, Casey Estrane's the shit, man. Love a Casey Estrane. Went in the mosh pit. That was awesome. Some dude got literally thrown down like 10 flights of stairs.
There you go.
It was awesome. So I'm big into metal. That's why I'm so excited for the show tomorrow. I'm pumped. Like,
did you ever do anything at like a hardcore show that you fucking like? Come on, there's got to be something. Come on.
That I did?
Shit happens at hardcore shows.
Did you get punched in the nose?
Come on.
Did you knock somebody out? Or
my hand didn't work right ever since. What do you say? Anyway, Shane. Mike, what about you? What was your music origin?
Just 1 second while I collect my thoughts. All right. So yeah, well, you guys always hear me when I'm when I'm driving around with Kevin. I usually like mostly rock and alternative. I've always loved Nine Inch Nails. I love Linkin Park, old Linkin Park.
Old Linkin Park. Yes.
30 Seconds to Mars. Their first 2 albums were great, were phenomenal. So usually it's just rock and alternative. I love that stuff like Chevelle, stuff like that. Yeah. A few Christian rock bands are good. I love. Like I just got into Demon Hunter. They're good.
I love Demon Hunter, dude.
I've always liked Red.
Red's good.
Red's good. And yeah, as for hip hop was great in the 90s when I was still wicked young and small. Like I was a toddler at the time.
Stupid.
Like 1991 to like 95.
Backstreet Boys.
I love hearing those old school guys though and everything. So yeah, those guys are good. I hate modern day hip hop. I think it sucks and I don't like it. Eminem just had a new album. Might have some potential. I still haven't heard the entire thing yet though. So, but yeah, I like most of the hip hop that I like is it's like the personal, like not necessarily
like Immortal Technique.
Yeah, not necessarily seductive, but just like mind provoking.
Yeah,
like Immortal Technique, Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah.
You know. Or
Tell
like
you what, one
yeah.
band that's like really spoken out to me over the years, and it's actually. It was a few years back, when I first got into metal for a while. It was Killswitch Engage. Like, they've hung with me for fucking years. And the whole deal with Howard, leaving and whatnot, and Jesse coming back. I think it was Jesse that came back, but whatever. It's just, Killswitch is where it's at. Nothing they do is terrible. And their self-titled album was so deep and... It was ridiculous how much I connected with that album. Like,
yeah.
It was stupid.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot of the tracks. Those guys are great. And
like their new song, Always, hits really home because the video shows of Josh calling his younger brother about how he's not doing well and stuff like that. And that just was like whoa.
Okay.
Because that was...
Hits the heart!
Yeah, it hit the heart, so...
I feel it, but yeah, I've always liked when it's not that often, but where they try to combine rock and hip hop.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
Rage Against the Machine.
But then there's the.
I thought they fucking rocked that shit, man.
They were okay, but
if you mix those two cultures,
that whole that new thing where they do
Korn
on
with
K-Rock.
the dubstep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not talking about like the new
Korn used to be a great band.
I'm not talking about the new Korn dubstep bullshit.
Yeah.
And by the way, that music is bad. If you like dancing electric music, you gotta listen to real dance electric.
EDM.
A lot of the
or you
EDM.
listen to hardcore. It's two
like
different
Dead
things,
Mouse.
man. It's
Yep.
two different
like
things.
Dead Mouse,
You can't
Cascade,
combine them.
David Guetta, yeah.
Guetta, there's Tiesto, there's Steve Aoki. He does a couple good things.
Yeah.
There's just a lot.
Or the old school stuff, like Sandstorm, like fucking DJ Tiesto.
Darude.
Yeah.
It's Darude.
Darude.
Who does some Sandstorm. And actually, you know where that song came from, Sandstorm?
What?
That actually came from a racing game for, I think it was Sega,
N64?
Sega Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Back in the
Old
90s.
school.
And it was actually from a racing game for Sega Genesis. And then Sandstorm blew up and it became just this awesome techno song that everybody remixed.
But yeah.
Oh, look, we're going to a sports event.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, though, classic
Josh
rock.
listens to that in his GXP.
My older brother Joe,
intense.
Yeah.
my older brother Joe got me obsessed with classic rock for a while, so I've always been into that. CCR, Tom Petty, The Who, you know.
I have an affair with classic rock. So that's my
An affair.
That's my maiden
against
right there.
whom?
What about you, Shane?
I actually grew up with classic country. I grew up with 90s country and classic country from the 1950s and 60s. As you know, I am the time traveler, so I came from 1956.
Right. And you were sucked into a hole in the ocean. And...
Yeah, I was swimming in I'll do another thing about that. I was swimming in California and I got sucked into a hole. But anyways, I actually...
He's here now.
And yeah, I'm here now, and I grew up with like 1950s, 1960s, 70s classic country, like Hank Williams, Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams Jr. Jr. He's
Okay.
actually he's
The
new
second.
nowadays, but
Nice.
Nice. My mother, she's a huge classic country singer.
She's very talented too.
She's
Very,
very
very
talented.
talented.
I said it last week. I still want to post some videos of her singing. 'Cause she's great.
Okay, cool. I'm
she's
down. Yeah, definitely.
great. And I grew up with that. I had a lot of, and I never liked it as a little kid. I love it now. I Hank Thompson. I listen to him daily. Guy Mitchell. That old kind of stuff. I like it. I
have no idea what you're talking about.
Classic country.
It's good.
Old
Yeah.
school country,
You should
yeah.
look into it because it's fucking awesome.
A lot of the modern day country is more like pop oriented.
I hate country.
Yeah.
And like it's like pop country, and
Well,
it's
back
just
then-
a lot different.
Back then, if you ever knew about a guy named Hank Williams, the first, he was about 8 foot. He was about your size.
Yeah.
He would go to bars.
He was about 8 foot. Okay, I'm gonna keep that on the
Dude,
record.
He was
8
huge.
feet tall.
He was a
8
huge
feet
guy.
tall.
He was a huge guy, and he had a heart problem because his heart was too small for his body.
Yeah.
And he would go to these bars. He'd play his country music. You ever hear that song? You're cheating hard.
Of course.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yep.
Will
Great song.
drown you.
He wasn't 8 feet tall though.
He was fucking huge.
He might have been like 6'5".
You know what?
Or
Looking
6',
up at him, he
6'6".
seemed 8
maybe
feet tall.
7 foot if he played
know
in the NBA.
Speaking of, like,
Back in my time, looking up at him, he seemed 8 feet tall.
back in my day.
When I met him personally. 'Cause
Okay.
I lived in 1956.
Speaking of really tall people, really quick.
And no, he would go to these bars, he would play his music, and then he would stay at the bar and drink until he was loaded, right?
Okay.
And then once he was loaded, he would fight people in the bar that he just So
He's got some John Wayne type shit to himself. So
well,
fuck yeah.
the real John Wayne. John Wayne was fucking awesome, but then there was Hank Williams, who was the real cowboy. Like, he was the guy who would just drink whiskey and bourbons all night, and then by the end of the night, he'd end up fighting people, everybody in the bar. And yeah, so I grew up on that, and then I kind of got into, when I was in my teens, I got into the hardcore scene. I listened to a lot of local bands, and like Terror and
Right.
Engineer, a lot of bands from around here. I saw Remembering Never.
Yep.
I saw first ever show was Roses Are Red and My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
I like My Chemical Romance.
I also went through middle school.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I bought a fucking T-shirt.
Oh, gee. You gotta burn that shit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Fuck you guys. But anyways,
Awesome Possum.
and
Shout
anyways,
out to Louis C.K.
yeah. So yeah, I grew up with the hardcore scene with a lot of my friends, and I went saw a lot of mosh pits. I saw some kid get hit in the face with a pair of brass knuckles at the Engineer show, and he had to get carried out.
Sweet. Oh, cool.
It was pretty cool. Engineer, I still have their CD in my car. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
They're brutal. And then I discovered Pantera.
Oh, shit.
When I was
like
about-
late 80s, early 90s type stuff. That was great.
Way too late. And
Well, Pantera was great.
Pantera is probably my
And Slayer.
My Slayer.
Those guys are hardcore.
I have a fetish for them.
And like, I think we can all collectively agree. A lot of this stuff nowadays, and I know every generation does this, they talk shit about the shit that comes out.
Trash!
I think it's trash.
Trash.
And Shane, I'm
Trash.
happy. Actually,
Speaking of trash.
yeah. Shit, you just said trash. Me and Josh.
Did I bring up a buzzword?
Me and Josh.
We get 5 points?
Okay, earlier tonight, me and Joshua were talking about the island of trash that is in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, geez.
You guys know what we're talking about, right?
I do.
Yeah,
I've seen
it's
it a
like
couple
this
times, yeah.
massive collective effort of just all of humanity's mistakes just combined into a fucking island of trash that is in the Pacific Ocean. And like experts have measured it and everything. It is roughly the size of Texas.
Yeah.
If it was on the map.
Yeah. How
So-
deep is it? That's what I want to know, though.
I'm not really sure. Because
So,
like
wait a minute. I thought there was a guy who actually like made this island out of trash.
No.
no, this is
I read something online about a guy who actually collected all of this, like not all of it, but a majority of this trash, and actually made an island out of it. And
Well,
then
he
actually,
probably
like, built
could
a
have done
house.
that, but this is like the largest. This is fucking huge, and it interferes with all these trade routes and all these ships have to like merchant trading
like,
ships and
Just
everything.
fucking ships that be like, wow, we can't go through that.
Yeah, it's just this big fucking island of trash, and this is hundreds of years of just several nations, by the way, across the entire world, just dumping
It's
trash
all the currents just
into the ocean,
one spot.
and the Pacific currents push them to this one spot, and it's a fucking island of trash.
Yeah.
So it's as big as Texas, right?
It's fucking huge.
So
Yeah,
they got, like-
that's a huge deal for like merchant.
So
fish.
what? They got like used tampons and like broken blenders.
Well,
and,
they probably got everything. They got fucking beer bottles, old cars.
They got a bunch
maybe-
of like replica Kevins in there, and
Yeah.
like what exactly do they have in there? And I mean, it's the size of Texas. That obviously took like years to build up, right?
Hundreds of years of all nations dumping their trash into the ocean,
Like
and
what-
the current slowly brought all the trash to this one spot.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow, we suck, man. We're definitely a part of that problem.
What are we
Well,
gonna?
obviously,
Wait,
humans
maybe we
make the
could-
biggest impact of any mammal, fucking animal, whatever.
Josh, I would say there's good, like, I would say a good 1/15 of those are pizza boxes from the Kelly house.
Probably, I got half of it right now.
So
So, yeah, I mean, that's a big trash pile. But anyways, what time are we at right now, sir?
I think we're just about to end.
Really?
And this has been the Hair Dog Podcast for
I don't
the.
wanna, I don't want to leave.
for Monday, August 25th, 2014.
So
I don't wanna
I know
leave.
you don't want to leave,
I
but
don't wanna leave, guys.
No, we're gonna stick around. We'll hang out.
I thought that was a good podcast.
We're all in this together,
You
guys.
can't have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, this has been the Hair of the Dog broadcast for the end of the week.
Podcast, broadcast.
Monday, August 25th.
2014. This is Josh,
I'm Michael.
and this is Shane,
Don Draper.
and we are signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Stay tuned. Log in, sign in, subscribe, like, and share.